So
Okay, I'll behave.
it'll take a moment or two, and then it'll come up. So just bear with me.
I'll bear with you.
Okay, it's showing that I'm live. It's showing that I'm.
But is it just you and me then?
At the moment, it is because we've lost Lil Nigger. So, hello everyone. Welcome to an impromptu pub stream 3.5 Saturday Night Edition, also titled "Entirely Failing at Reading Any News."
Sorry,
are we going to news?
I was going to see if I could find some news. I mean, I did have that one article I found yesterday, but I decided not to in the end.
What was the article?
Like
now you're getting me curious.
Yeah, now I'll find it now. Just really quickly while I'm doing that, okay? I'll just have a look at who we've got in the chat. We've got Richo8181. Hello there, mate. Or good eye, mate. We've got
Hey, Tom.
we've got Brick Gamer Girl. Hello there. Hope you're enjoying Spain.
Hello, Brick Gamer Girl.
We've got Opinionated Scotsman, who's making fantastic use of his command in the chat.
Hello, Scotty.
Inked and pricked. Inked, you've got the link. So there's Green Thunder Demighty.
Green Thunder. Oh, that's my friend. Hello, Green Thunder.
Green Thunder is our hentai friend.
Yeah, he's our Agent Penis.
There's also
he likes tentacles.
There's also Pumpkin Trucker.
Who is Agent Penis? I've been wondering
Green
that
Thunder.
for a couple of
Green
days
Thunder
now.
is Agent Penis.
Oh, that's
That's his alter count.
Yeah,
there's also
Mandy,
Mr. Dax. Hello there, Mr. Dax, and Mandy G. Hello, everyone. How are you all?
Hey, Tom.
I mean, apart from the two people I've got in the hangout with me, I don't think I missed anyone there. So, hello, everyone. Like I say, just a hangout and a chat stream. So, how was your hangover this morning, Rosie?
I was so hangover. I woke up at like 8 a.m. kind of drunk still, and I smoked half a joint, and I was in call with Tom, and I was like talking to him like, "Hey, are you there? Are you there?" And he was like sleeping so hard he didn't hear me, and then I fell back asleep, and then when I woke up, it was like 1 or 2 p.m. and I was like, "Hey, you have to go to work. You have to get up," and like everything sucked. He was also like, "Oh, I'm hungover," and then I was like, "Well, it's Saturday. That's how we're supposed to feel, isn't it?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was my morning.
Right, despite going to bed sort of relatively late, because after the pub stream last night, I jumped into Blind Girl's hangout for a little bit before her stream, said hello, but then jumped off to have a private voice chat conversation with someone for a bit, and then after that I jumped back on Blind Girl's stream for the last half an hour.
He says someone, but he means Brit.
Eh?
He says someone, but he means Brit.
It wasn't, but
Oh.
But yeah, so
Brit, he's eating on you.
I ended up going to bed sort of really late last night, but still woke up at 8 this morning, right? Woke up at 8 this morning, sat there, I was catching up on some live streams that I've missed, you know, a couple of Chadwick's streams that I wasn't there for live, and things like that. Fell asleep again. Woke up just after 12 o'clock, realised Bear was live, put it on, said hello in the chat. Within seconds, he went, "Oh, I'm sending you the link." I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna have to switch the computer on now, aren't I?" So yeah, I got up, got out of bed, made a brew whilst the computer booted up, and sat down. And the first 10 minutes of me on Breakfast with Bear this morning, I'm still half asleep. I'm just what? Hello. Yeah, I agree. It took me about halfway into my first coffee of the day to wake up.
So, while this is the beginning of the stream, you've put up your, well, Alex put up his video about him interviewing you. How do you feel about it? If it's not too much to
Um,
ask, like since we're all here together,
I
let's hear your opinion.
genuinely, I think it went really well. It's the only sort of criticisms I would have were of me. I could have been a little bit more articulate. Now, the story I told and the experiences I gave were kind of near enough, more or less. I would say about 70% of just
Well, yeah,
70%
you
of
can
the
never
full
tell the
picture.
whole story
Yeah.
in one.
So
Well, yeah, obviously you can never tell the whole
yeah.
story in one setting, but
I
as
found I
someone
was
that's been friends with
yeah.
you, but
When I watched it,
no, but listen, someone that has no, listen, someone that has been friends with you for a long time, but we never really talked about deep stuff like that. I think you did really well. I could hear you in the beginning being nervous, like you were like which you usually don't do, and you had a little like trouble, like, but that made it only more lovable. And I want to tell everyone that's listening right now, I think Peter did an awesome job. I think it's so fucking it takes so much balls and strength to talk about your feelings like that. I have mad respect for you, what you did. I think you did amazing.
all right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Well, thank you very much, Rosie. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I would say definitely go over to Irate Alex's channel and have a look at that video. It does get a bit dark, but you know that's just the nature of the topic, really.
Well, I'm dark.
I agree with Rosie. I do.
Mandy!
Hi, love.
Hello, Mandy.
Hey, girl.
Hello all.
Oh,
How are you?
hello, Ginger Man Bad as well. Hello there.
Hello, Ginger.
So what are you all talking about? Yeah.
We're talking about Peter's appearance in Alex's mental awareness video today. Alex interviewed Peter, and it was a really, really great video.
Yeah, I saw it come through. I haven't watched it yet.
You're still in that bar, aren't
Yeah.
No, I'm in a winery. There's a difference.
you? Is it really loud?
There's a live band, and there's about, I would say, 300 people here.
I do want to say, Britt, what you just said, this is why he is my man. I completely concur. I think you have a good man in him, and like you are lucky to have him as your man. So yeah, mwah, love you both.
Same. I was just wondering if anyone's seen that documentary called The Madness of Prince Charming. Adamant is my favorite musician because he's a what would you call an advocate for mental health awareness.
Yeah, because he's
I have never seen it, but if you would link it to me, then I would definitely watch
yeah,
it.
because he's had a few.
I think it's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
he's had a few struggles with mental health himself, hasn't he, Adamant?
Yeah, he was sectioned. There's a whole long history with him. From a young age, he had problems, and that's not why he's my obviously his music is great, but
yeah.
I look up to him a lot as well.
All right. Well, just really quickly. All right. Thanks for bobbing along, Pumpkin Trucker. I will. We'll speak to you later, mate. But
Bye, Pumpkin.
But yeah. Adamant had his own struggles, didn't he?
Yeah, he did really. Also, that was another thing that was weird, a coincidence that came up today. I forgot it was Chris Cornell's death day, and he struggled with mental health problems
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And he did not get help.
No.
I just think it's horrible. It's horribly sad. Oh, that voice. Oh, you can't replicate that voice.
He was a good musician. He was a very good musician.
I'll be right back.
All right, no worries, mate.
Like, amazing. I never really got into like his earlier stuff, but then when he went to Audio Slave, I just couldn't get enough.
Yeah. No, Tom, it's not on Twitch as well. I know normally Saturday nights I do Twitch, but I decided to change it up. I'm going to go down to just 2 nights a week on Twitch from now on.
I wish I had Twitch. Like, I've got the Twitch app, I don't know how to.
Just chiefly for the same reason that I've kind of been focusing on YouTube a lot more. YouTube was supposed to be my main focus, and only doing Twitch a little bit.
Used it as an escape.
Yeah.
You should, Peter. You should host me and Rosie talking about Anne Boleyn for like 3 hours on Twitch.
No.
Oh, you would get so many fucking views.
That said, I will state now.
No, but really, what I wanted to say is that, Peter, it doesn't matter what you talk about. If you get 1 or 10 or 100 views, the people that are viewing are the ones that are really interested.
I know. Yeah.
That's the shit that matters, you know?
I know. I appreciate that. Thank you. The thing I was going to say though is next Saturday the stream will be over on Twitch because it's Towel Day, and I've got a special game stream planned for Towel Day. So.
What is Towel Day?
Towel Day.
What does that mean?
Towel Day is it's an international day of observance for the works of Douglas Adams, the author who created Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh,
And
really?
I started laughing because Rosie.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and every year, like Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide fans, they'll either get together and they'll do special Hitchhikers themed events and things like that. And my contribution this year is I'm going to do a special stream on Saturday where I play through the entirety of Douglas Adams' Starship Titanic, which was an adventure and puzzle game from the late 90s.
No.
Anybody heard of Steve Moore?
Can't say I have, mate. No.
No. I've heard of Michael Moore.
Michael Moore is not Stephen Orr.
Oh, I couldn't.
No, it's Stephen Moore. He's like the best drummer in the world.
No, he's not.
Just quickly, I'm just reading this. Most comedians.
Bill Collins is the best drummer.
Yeah.
I think Youre in Gulf City has a good point.
He does. A lot of comedians
but that's what,
are renowned for.
Listen, that's what Foxy and I were talking about earlier today when Martin said, "Oh, you have a lot of friends, you can't be depressed," and then I said, "Well, depression makes you a master of pretending to be happy, right?"
Yeah, it's a master of illusion. I mean, just because you have friends doesn't mean you actually go out with them or you put on a face.
Exactly. And then Foxy said, well, depression people are masters of masquerades. And I think that's such a beautiful phrase of saying it. Like, it is being masters of masquerade because you pretend to be all right and stuff like that. Exactly what Ginger just said. You, like, of course you have a lot of friends, and we all have a lot of friends, but it doesn't mean you're not. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you're not sad, or it doesn't like if you have friends, it doesn't mean that you can't be like feeling down. Yeah. You know, like.
I get that way a lot.
Depression is one of those conditions where you could have 1,000 people around you, yet you still feel alone.
Exactly. That's how I feel almost every day. Because, like, no matter how much friends I have, it's like there's sometimes where I have this paranoid thought.
Let me ask a question. I'm sorry, Little, but why aren't we like always? You know what? I always think that we have the most beautiful philosophical discussions off live stream. Just
Well, we
putting it
are
out there.
on stream right now, though.
Huh?
We are on stream right now, but I do
That's
agree
my
with
point.
you. Oh,
Oh,
you mean
Like,
we have these discussions on stream instead of off?
no. We always have them off stream, and these are beautiful discussions where we kind of pull the mask off, talk through these issues, and there's what you all are saying is absolutely something that would benefit other people as
yeah.
well to be able to,
Exactly.
right. And I always find it, for some reason, we don't want to disclose something, or we don't want to
You
talk
know what?
in
I think
specificities.
I think I have an answer to that. Just basing from my own experiences. Some of you people that are in here right now, basically everyone that's in the hangout right now, you are all like really, really close friends to me. But the thing is, when we're all like together having fun, like, like joining, like together, like just shit talking,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to talk about what's bothering you, about like
That's
how
my
like
point, though. That's okay.
Mm.
yeah,
But
but
then what about this time? This time
well,
is. You think this is too private?
no, it's just that Peter just started his stream and he just uploaded his mental health thing with irate Alex like a couple hours ago. So that's why we're talking about it right now.
Um,
But
Bjorn, I'll talk for you. Well, about it. I was diagnosed with PTSD about 7 years ago, and I don't. I can talk about it freely, but I understand why you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to like
Yeah.
put it all out there.
I'm
Why?
just replying to him in the
yes,
chat now
exactly. And
saying that.
I was diagnosed with PTSD about
And can we talk about it in
8 years
abstractions?
ago. And I don't really like to talk about it either. And especially when I'm talking to you guys, I just want to have fun. I don't want to, like, like talk about shit like that. And that's why I'm saying that this video was a good
It
thing
really, really
to
was.
Right.
start talking about shit that we're all basically are going through
I
in
like this.
different ways and in different manners, and like for some it's harder than for others, but we are none of us are really like
I'll be
perfect.
honest. I'm not going through.
Nobody is perfect, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've not gone through, or I've never gone through anything you guys are talking about at all. So I find it educational
Right.
to discuss this with you. I've never had a bout with depression or anything.
Yes,
Or
but you are really like special because you have a lot of compassion.
I have a
You
lot of
have
what?
a lot of compassion. You
Uh,
understand people.
I'm empathetic, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, I do recognize that, but I just that's why I find when you guys are opening up, I find it. I mean, I find it to be beautiful, to be honest, to really to dive in and see what's really going on in everybody's mind, because everybody wants to put on that facade. But when you open up, kind of pull the curtains back, it always seems like it's in some conversation in which is hidden off from everyone, who other people are suffering from, and they just want to have kind of, I don't know, they want to be able to, what I've experienced at least, some recognition to think I'm not alone.
Yes.
That's it. That's
That is actually a really good way of saying it.
that.
We none of us want to talk about it, but all of us want to know, hey, I'm not alone. Like
Yeah.
you suffer and I know you do, but let's not talk about it because I love you and let's just have fun and we'll talk about it later.
But that's not healing. It's not healing. That's why I say that, because that's why with what I saw today when he posted that, and I didn't know it was with you, Peter, but is that that's not, it's not healing unless you talk about it and you try to find your resolution, right?
Yeah.
It's because that resolution is going to be
Well,
personal,
that's
right?
that.
So it's your resolution.
That's one of the points that we made in the video. Not that there is no sort of set prescribed sort of course to deal with this or to heal from this, but
Yes.
the key step is taking that help, if it's offered to you and when it's offered to you. And those were the mistakes that sort of I was highlighting that I'd made in the past.
Yes, and I really feel Peter on that particular point because I have been like, I usually never talk about shit like this because I don't want to, but I felt Peter because I was in that position where everybody was like pushing me, oh, go to therapy. And then I was like into like this group therapy and other kind of therapies, and I would never go, even though I lived like 10 minutes away from it. And the fact that for me at least, and I'm sure it doesn't work for anyone else like that, maybe for some people, but for me, I have been through, and I usually never talk about shit like this, but I ended up in the mental hospital because I got so crazy, and I've spent like time in the hospital, like just staying away from everybody, just like, like figuring out shit myself. And I was like Peter, like, oh, I would try to get help, but then when I got it, I would just not
Yeah.
go. And it just sucked so hard. And then, like, and that's the thing with mental health. And I like, it is this kind of thing where you trying to get help and then you're not going, and then they just give up on you.
Yeah, that's how I feel
While
sometimes.
you still need the help. Like, all you need is like someone to like stick up for you, say like, okay, I'm not gonna let you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And and in the end, I got someone that was like that, but it was none of the instances. It was a friend. And then I realized, for me at least, and I know it's not the same for everybody, obviously, but for me, therapy comes through talking to my friends. I have some friends that I can talk to. Maria is one of the biggest friends. Like I can just, she is kind of like my therapist, and I'm her therapist, and we talk about shit, and she makes me feel better. Like, and I
No,
could
I hear
I
you.
could never get that with a therapist because I am sitting there talking to them, but I know they get paid for listening to me, so it's not a friendship.
Yeah, it's not exactly the
So
same.
no, it's not the same.
I didn't want to put my glass on the cushion. Like, whoa, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna let this happen. Sorry.
All
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
Um,
It's fine. All I'm saying is that therapy and therapists can be really helpful, but you have to believe in them, and they have to believe in you. And if you like,
it's that
if
trust,
you
right?
have
And
this feeling like, oh, I'm only talking to them because they're getting paid, they are not going to
yes.
help you ever.
So I'll be so my own experience personally, like person to person with depression, suicide, and what have you, is I was dating a girl, and she was cutting, and she would always wear a hair tie, like a band on her wrist, and she'd always say it was for her hair.
For her
So
what?
for her hair,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and so I'm sorry. I kind of revert back and I start speaking weirdly when I drink. Anyways, so as we were growing our relationship, I started finding out a little bit more about the cutting. And she was a goth. She really didn't know what she wanted to do at some point in her life. When she went to university, she went to Southampton, London.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Southampton's
yeah.
nowhere near London, but
Well, yeah, I know. I know. It's easier for the people who aren't, in the UK. And then she finally got her degree in Cambridge, and so I think it was King's College or what have you.
right.
And so anyways, so she lives in Cambridge now, and she did then. And I go to Cambridge quite a bit. And so as we were kind of just figuring this whole thing out, she was cutting quite often. I mean, very often. I didn't know about it. And she had a lot of friends. She would go to Stag, which is some Christian group in which you go to.
Never
She
heard
was
of
a
it.
very devout Christian. She would go to church. She would go all over the place with them, do everything she can to be public and be around friends. And she had a lot of friends. And she would continue to just cut and hate herself. And she really had a date in mind. It was on her birthday that she would kill herself. And I didn't know that. Now, I met her on January 1st. And that's her birthday is in March. She's March 12th. And so I didn't know that. And so as we were talking and I found out what was going on, I thought she was a very happy, very well sound in mind person, very energetic, outgoing, you name it. And there was this is why I find that this kind of conversation is beautiful, because a person like that, you would never know. She absolutely detested herself. Now, I mean, it's not the only experience, to be honest, but it was the only one that I had physical interaction with. So her and I worked on that, and she stopped cutting after a while. But it was very difficult because as we started to grow apart on walking away from each other, that would happen again. But we talk all the time, and it hasn't happened since. But the thing is that my sister, she actually committed suicide. She's about 11 years older than I am. And I had an employee who I didn't know the telltale signs, who also committed suicide as well. So it's something where I do feel a bit strong about. I actually was talking about Tom about this the other day, where, I don't know, I'm just probably being stupid about this, but I almost feel that the universe kind of pulls you in a direction, and kind of, as we kind of go online, we talk about political shit. It almost feels that this group, which is banded together and come together, is political shit is not really kind of the true focus of where at least I feel I need to be.
Yeah,
It's
same, man.
more of a different area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
Because
with you on that, definitely.
because everyone needs something and someone to believe in and trust in, to be able to say, hey, and that was the part I was hard with her, was kind of like, you kind of go, what the heck's going on with your wrists? Like, what's going on there? And I already knew because it was my sister who did it as well. And I was like, okay, what's going on there? And she was like, oh, no, my cat scratched me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Scratched me like fucking 300 times.
the excuses are usually
Oh, yeah.
the excuses are usually pretty
Retarded.
see-through.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just stupid as fuck. And so I was like, oh, this is stupid. I was like, all right, I already know. Just cut the act. And that's another thing too. It's how do you approach it? Each person's different.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were in a relationship, so I could be a bit more forceful and just say, cut the bullshit. Let's talk, because I'm here not to judge you. I'm here to listen. And as we kind of grew that and listened, she was able to kind of just go through all of the things that she had. It's just, she was abandoned when she was a kid, blah blah blah. And there's always something that's just shit.
It's always something that happens in the childhood stuff. The whole cutting thing, well, since Peter was so open, let me be open. I am a cutter.
I am too.
I am a cutter that's been really cutting myself. A couple years ago, I stuck a scissor in my leg till the bone,
Oh shit.
and it was really badly. I couldn't walk for a couple weeks, and I am not proud of it, obviously, but I'm not like, I haven't done it.
You're not ashamed either, because it was something in your mind that you needed to do to try and heal a pain.
For me,
that's at least what she used to say.
Yeah, I used to have a boyfriend. We were together for 10 years, so it was not like some casual thing, but we would get into a fight and I would get like so completely crazy. I would like hit myself in the head with my lighter in my hand, because I'm always smoking joints. And I'll always have a joint in my hand with a lighter, and I would like hit myself in the head and give myself blue eyes. And this one time I was rolling a joint while I was cutting my weed with the scissors, and I just stuck the scissors in my leg, and it went through the bone. And
Jesus.
yeah, and like that's when I realized I shouldn't do this stuff anymore. You know, like I'm going crazy and I need help. You
And you're not
know.
the only one, Rosie. I mean, I have the same thing. I mean, it's just sometimes when I feel depressed, there's sometimes where I would get a knife and start to like make a bit of wound stabs to myself, stab wounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think we all have gone through some kind of like, like I think in my opinion it's like weird people attract each other, and that's why we are all friends, like Nigga, Peter, like
Tom,
we all had
Tom,
some fucking shit happen
yeah,
to us. And
Tom brings up a good point in the
you know,
chat.
but we are still good people, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We are still good people. We are like, and we like having fun. And I think this whole discussion became because Peter, you did your stream with Alex today, or your video, and that's how we got into like talking about it. But we usually don't talk about
Well,
it.
to,
And
to, to, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm more happy that you know that you've been able to take away something from that. And in fact, I'm actually really much happier that you've been able to take away the confidence to talk about your own issues in a setting such as this. I'm kind of happy that that's what it's done for you.
well, I guess that's what friends are
Yeah.
for.
But Tom does actually bring up a good point in the chat. Lots of people who self-harm tell me they do so to take away from the emotional pain. Not saying it's everyone, but I have heard that a lot, and to be fair,
Yes, that's
I've
what I
heard that a
used to
lot as well.
do.
That's what I do
For
exactly.
me, it is okay. So listen, guys. A lot of you male people will say like, "Oh, this is wrong. Guys shouldn't hit their girlfriends." But for me, I was with my boyfriend for over 10 years, and when I would get in this state where I wasn't reasonable at all anymore, he would like just hit me in my face just to wake me up. And he would tell me like the only way that I can make you wake up is to hurt you, because the only thing that you can feel when you are in a state like this is pain. So I need to hurt you.
No, you no, that's complete bullshit.
No,
I'm
but that's
sorry,
what
but
my ex would do. Like
no,
when
not
I
so.
would like be completely out of my mind, he would
You know
like
what?
hit me in the face, and then I would wake up. You know,
Compassion. So passion, which takes a bit to get over. There's what I've at least experienced, and this could be completely different for everyone. Maybe this is something that's more personal, but compassion. It's a difficult road. So the pain is a shock, the system that doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm in the bathroom, but I still have to talk to you. So compassion is something in which it takes a bit to get over a hump, and it takes aggression, and it takes trust, but it will heal because all you're doing is you're propagating the same ideology or the same feelings of worthlessness by using the anger and the hits and slaps and
you have a good
pain.
point with that, but still, when you feel like when you feel desperate and nobody's there to be with you, friends or family or whatever, like sometimes just hurting yourself, it can help. And I know it sounds horrible, but
It
that's
doesn't help. You're just no. You are delaying a feeling. Sorry.
I think you're right about that. It is delaying a feeling, but it still helps. It keeps you calm.
I'm going to say that it's an excuse. I'm going to be very brutal.
Just yeah.
That's
because I like you.
I expect every single like comment like.
Oh shit! Sorry, man.
Well, are you all right, Ginger?
Sorry, Peter, about
Oh
that.
no, it's quite all right.
Don't be sorry at all.
It's quite all right.
It's your feelings,
Yeah.
right? You can't be sorry for how you think. And that's that. Don't be sorry for anything. That's like the number one thing. Stop apologizing for how you feel. That's the first step. Don't apologize for how you feel. Don't apologize for your actions.
Well, right.
Right? That's what you believe you need, and that is what you are. That's who you are. Because if you apologize, you're thinking that nobody's accepting you. All right? You're already in this conversation. We're accepting you.
Yeah.
It's done. All right, let's move on.
You are making a good point. Thank you for saying that.
One thing.
I already knew that you were my friend, but that's nice.
One thing I will say about like profuse apologizing though is it's not necessarily always a full on, oh God, I am so genuinely, I'm so sorry, and you're being apologetic. There is a politeness engendered into just, sorry, like if you bump into someone in the street or something like that and you go, sorry, it may have been their fault, but you find you both saying sorry.
Apologizing for direct action versus
no, but what
mental state.
No, what I'm saying is sometimes the word sorry just slips out, and it might not necessarily be I am massively apologetic.
To say, the word sorry is starting to mean nothing because we say it all the time.
And
that's what you're trying to say, right?
I don't mean that.
I'm sorry.
I don't mean that in a harsh way or anything like that. And I know you were apologising for what you were saying then. I'm just saying it's just kind of the kind of reaction Ginger had to it. So I just thought I just needed to just calm down a second.
No, I feel the same.
Yeah.
It's like I'm apologetic too, because I apologize.
Yeah.
It is something that Ginger and I have, like, it's just because we are both passionate. But I still think, Peter, what you're doing now, the stream where you have like real people on, like talking about whatever, this is cool. And I think you need to like step it up because Scotsman has a couple of more subscribers than you right now, and coming
Five.
It's not a
I
competition.
will watch you being in a baby suit singing like before him. So you need to step it up, girl.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, it's not a competition. It was a joking competition in the race to 100.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, we are coming up
That's all.
200.
I
I
want Peter in a ballerina outfit.
Okay, let's get Peter in a ballerina outfit
drunk.
with a rattler.
Maddie's drunk again.
Oh, shut up, Barack Obama.
The thing is, Mandy, you say that. You don't mean on air. You just want me to send you pictures of me in a tutu.
She calls me Little Barack all the fucking time. I hate the lips. I might just...
Obama.
No, I'm not Obama. Obama's not short.
Just so you know, I didn't vote.
He is not Obama, and he looks way sexier than Obama.
Yeah.
So let you guys know.
Lil Nigger's a good-looking guy.
He is a good-looking guy, yes. A good-looking nigger.
We've got a good-looking group of people here. Now, Rosie, I'm sorry to interrupt because I didn't get to say anything, but like in your experience, you were talking about, I got sectioned once for trying to commit suicide with a gun. It was taken away from me, unfortunately. Well, sorry, I don't mean to say unfortunately, but I got caught with it, and they sectioned me, and then the reason, like, I liked your point about like they have to believe in you and you have to believe in them, but I don't believe in the therapists I got because their immediate action was to say get in group therapy because you've got anxiety and agoraphobia. So sitting around in a circle with a bunch of people staring at you talking about private things will definitely help. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing that I totally feel you about, and this is why I have been diagnosed with like PTSD and all that kind of shit for the last 10 years, and I get assigned new therapists all the fucking time, and the only thing that has ever worked for me is just talking with my friends,
Yep.
like doing some speed or whatever, like drinking wine, like talking with my friends. It works so much more than talking with therapists.
And yeah, they put me okay. So this
So
section,
they
right?
put you in these kind of like programs. I've been there. It doesn't work. And I
No, it does
know
not.
you want to try and try and try, but it doesn't work. For me, what works is talking to you, Mandy, talking to Peter, talking
Yeah.
to Tom, talking to any single one of you bitches. Like I will have fun with you guys. Like, and the next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh, I feel better. You know,
Yeah.
I've
If
been through every single fucking therapy session with people or without. It never worked. But when I talk to you guys, I wake up the next morning, I feel happy.
so,
Even if
you
you
want to?
send me pictures when you're pooping on the toilet, I will wake up the next morning. I'll be like, oh my god, Mandy, she
That,
was pooping together with
oh, that
me.
reminds me of Mandy. Every time when I hear her peeing, it's like, oh, that's what I know what she's doing. Oh my
No, but guys, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair though, that's what
You guys are
Snapchat was
much
invented
more a
for.
therapist.
Oh, fuck Snapchat.
No, I don't use social media, but what I'm trying to say is that um, I love all of you people. I love you
I
so
love
much
you
more
too.
than I would ever love my appointed therapist. Like, fuck him.
I would have never stopped doing drugs if I haven't met you.
Thank you very much, Rosie. We love you too.
No, I'm
We
joking. I
love
never
you.
took drugs.
I think you guys are all amazing, and you don't need therapy when you have good friends.
Drug
And
is
as
my
long as
therapist.
as long as you have really, really good friends, and we are all going through the same shit, even though it's different together. Like Mandy, what you are going through, I can't even fucking imagine. Like, and what nigger, what you are going through, I can't even imagine as well. But what I am going through, you guys can't imagine. And as long as we all can say, "Hey, I feel sad today. Make me happy," and you feel sad tomorrow, make us happy. Like as long as we
Yeah.
all keep each other smiling, then I think we can get through this.
I feel constipated. Does that
I
make me
know.
happy? No. Carry on. I was just
Oh
saying random
shit.
shit, as always.
I'm just saying, we can get through all our first shit together as long as we stick together as friends.
Yeah. I,
Yeah,
I
that's true. But here's the
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Get
keep going.
out,
Sorry.
bad dog.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Since I have PPD disorder, it's hard for me to like not think that I don't have any friends because there's some times where like, yeah, I have friends, but like during this paranoid phase I'm going through, I start to think otherwise. And I
Yeah.
start cutting.
Right. We
Yes,
talked
and
about
you'd
this
be
though.
weird, even though we are your friends. Like, I will always be your friend. You are my lovely American nigger friend who
Oh
always
my
wants to
god.
smoke. No, listen, who always wants to smoke a joint with me. Whenever I get online somewhere, I'm like, hey, I have a joint. Nigger, smoke it with
Yeah,
me because
and
you're awesome and we will always get high together.
yeah, definitely. But the thing is, I don't have weed. I'm all out.
Well, I have it, and that's why I'm saying let's smoke together.
All right, sure. Look me up.
That's
So
what we always do, right?
yeah, pretty much. And usually when I chat about my personal stuff, I like to chat to Tom a lot with it. So I usually keep it personal.
Well, Lil, we had this conversation before. Both of us have that weirdness in our brains that we think everybody hates us for
Yeah,
no reason.
exactly. I don't know
It's
why.
How
oh,
can
what
anyone hate you, Mandy?
what's got persecution complex, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But what? I'm not persecuted for
Well,
what?
no, that's that.
I hate you all. Just gonna say it.
I love you too.
No, that's what it falls under the umbrella of. It's a persecution complex. You always feel like you're the one who the bad shit is happening to.
Oh, I thought you were talking about as
Oh
I'm
no,
a
I always think people hate
Yeah,
me. I
yeah,
yeah.
don't know
same
why.
here.
No, that's
I don't think
incorporated into it.
it is I don't think it is exactly because you are doing bad and everybody's doing bad. I think it's just something like where, well, we are always shit talking together, and well, tonight you are doing bad, so you're just like pretending that you're not, and then tomorrow Mandy is doing bad, and she's pretending that she's not, and then the day after I'm doing bad, and I'm like, oh, let's have some fun, like I think it's just something where we are all hiding our true selves, and that's why I keep saying that whatever you did today on Alex's video, I have so much mad respect for you because you came out with your true feelings, and that's something that I really respect.
Well, it's appreciated.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it
Yeah.
as well. It was good to watch.
It was kind of cathartic for me to do as well because, like, look, well, I was just typing this back to Brit in a text message, but I might as well say it on air as well because it's the same thing as I said in the comments on that video. I'm fairly open about my issues with mental health, but I don't think I'd ever sort of collected like the story together like that before. When I've discussed it, I've always found that I've like focused on like particular incidents or anything like that. I've never sort of told the story from near enough start to finish before, and it kind of made after recording it with him, even I was a bit wow, actually. That's me. But like I say, I watched it back because he sent me the video before he released it. So I watched it and I'm completely happy with it. If what I said helps one person and convinces one person to get help when they need it, then as far as I'm concerned, that's it. That's what the video's there for.
In my opinion, it made me assess a lot of feelings that I have and open up a little bit more about myself. So you've helped at least one person already, and it was me. So you did well.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But
That's just my
Okay.
opinion.
And definitely me also. I wasn't expecting that today, but that was good because I've been like battling this horrible sinus infection.
so you've been Snotty Mundy for a while.
It's like no, I've got like nosebleeds.
Oh
And that.
God.
Like I really want to go on the blind girl stream, but I was like really sick last night, and I was really scared that when I went on yours that I was gonna vomit on stream, which I'm just used to peeing on stream. So.
Yeah. You're used to coming.
Well,
You're used to it coming at the
pooping
bottom
on
end, not
stream.
the top end.
That was a good one.
Just give it a few minutes. I'll be live streaming. Where'd Lil go? He's too quiet. I'm worried. What is he planning?
I'm over here.
No. He
Yeah.
I think just like
I went to go.
I think just
I went to go send I went to go send Viper Sword a picture of me because she don't know who I look like. Sorry.
yeah. I think Little Nigger takes the tack that Ginger Man Bad has, which is if there's noise or something going on in the background, mute. Which
myself.
yeah, it's appreciated.
Yeah, the only time I usually do that, it's like especially if someone's talking, it's like I usually do that because I talk over myself a lot, especially when I'm like not even, especially when I don't even realize that I'm live, because I talk to myself a lot out loud.
Hey, I heard my name. I can barely hear you guys right now. I'm like right next to the band. Did you guys? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Did you guys say something? I'm sorry.
I said you're a lumberjack.
Oh yeah. I actually, you know what? I should send you. You know, I'm here. I was next to the band, so I could barely hear anything. So.
Oh no!
Sorry.
That. Oh no! Ironically, we were just saying that you mute yourself when you're in a loud place, so that we don't get the background noise when you're not talking.
Yeah. No, it's habit because I host meetings all the time, all day long.
Yeah.
So it's always a habit to always continue to mute every time I stop. Hey, Rosie.
Every time you're at the glory hole, you mute.
Well, you have to, otherwise, you know, you hear the damn thumping from the damn wall as they pass through. So, hey, Rosie, I see there's a shirt in front of me, coincidentally, that says Rosé all day, but see, I can easily Photoshop a Rosie in there and say Rosie all day. Oh, I'm gonna put that on Pete's Discord. Let's see here. Let's see. And you can tell Tom that you want this shirt. Where it says, yeah, see, it says, so I just sent it to you in private, so just FYI. Anyways, going back on mute then. People are getting buses. I'm hearing a old car. We're so special.
There we go. Anyway.
Yeah, Viper Sword said I look okay. I was like, okay.
To be fair though, it's Viper Sword. Were you hoping for anything else from that?
Oh no, I didn't care.
Yeah, it's Viper Sword. Even if she'd have just gone, meh, it would have been a compliment.
I know, but it's like I can't like for some reason she has this thought where why does she think she's ugly? Like why she always says that?
Brits and news.
Because I always say you look sexy, and she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, you are. No joke, I think she is.
So this goes from a mental health conversation to let's hit on each other.
Ginger, I'm sorry, but maybe sometimes we need some
June 7th.
we need some gingers in our life, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not on the prowl tonight. Otherwise, I'd be like probably an asshole and just like, yeah, later, guys. I accidentally disconnected. I don't know why.
The glory hole.
But it was the Jews who did that.
That's right. No glory holes. Otherwise, you'd hear a lot of banging from the plywood between the, you know.
Gross.
I know what happens with Ginger Man. I know what happens.
You know what, Mandy? In the modern glory holes, I do appreciate that they put they put duct tape because it used to chafe quite a bit.
They cushion
to
it.
provide your own Vaseline.
They cushion it. You don't end up with bits of plywood stuck.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. They do. They add a little bit of like foam rubber, and then they put a little duct tape over there. The problem is that, you know, once they will civilize this and provide their own Vaseline, I think it'll be much better.
I just like every time Ginger gets back from a night out, he goes on cam and there's all this white stuff in his beard, and that's all I know.
Oh, that's gross.
Right? Do you despise that we have to provide our own petroleum jelly together? Usually, when we're together, you don't have to provide any lubrication.
He
Only
can't.
time I provide jelly is when the woman wants
He
it.
can't help it if he drinks milk on a night out.
I
No,
know.
I just give you that look, and you're like, yes, I'm wet, I'm ready to go. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go.
It's buttermilk.
Or butterscotch milk. Wait, that's Scotty. Oh.
Yeah, I got a dragon cock. How's that? Does that work?
Beyond.
Yo, my
Glory
jacket
hole
cup breathes
splitter.
fire, except it's black.
I hope it doesn't breathe fire. That means you got something wrong, man. You got to go to the hospital, get some,
No,
antibiotics.
what's the good thing about it is that it's a weapon and a sex thingy.
I feel
You
like
know
it's
what I mean?
weird when it doesn't burn when I pee.
I know, right? Fuck. I feel like feels heated up in here. What the hell is that?
Hugs all around, hugs all around.
I would give you a hug, but my arms are too numb.
I'll tell you this: the one I would have sharked, she already left with her train, so that's not gonna happen.
You know, I used to have a teacher named Mr. Balls, and his last name was Sack. It was funny.
Oh dear.
No.
I used to call him Mr. Ball Sack every time. Fucking love that guy.
Where did Rosie go?
I really don't know, to be honest.
Has anyone ever like studied their own balls before? Because like they're so weird. They're weird creatures. Like they like morph. They're like
Yeah, they're just like yeah, the same with uterus. They're creepy too, you know. And the vagina looks like a fucking mouth, but like backwards.
I got teeth put in mine.
Ah, can you brush it?
Yeah.
Do they floss?
I've got a OBGYN dentist.
Oh, so what's it called when your vagina has a wisdom teeth? Wisdom
Oh, wait,
vag?
what is it? A gynecologist dentist, yeah.
You sure it's not a vagist?
Yeah, I'm getting braces on.
Yeah,
Ah.
Viper Sword's got a point in the chat. This has become a very weird conversation.
Sorry, I get very kinky when every time someone brings it up.
You get kinky?
Yeah, you got a problem.
No, I don't. The problem I have is that everybody's married here.
Oh, fuck you. That hurts a lot.
Oh God.
It would as you hit on them and then dissolve the relationship. You don't want that much hurt.
Masturbate.
Yeah, but the toilet's full.
Why are you so quiet, Peter?
I'm just
You know what,
concentrating
Mandy?
on the
You know what we
chat
should do?
right now.
Mandy,
Hang on.
you know,
What?
Mandy, we know what we should do. We should open a business where I walk around with an electric drill, with about a 3-inch drill hole,
Dildo?
like a little. No, drill hole, drill hole. And then you just it's like dynamic, immediate glory holes, and you tell everybody you better shut up, otherwise, all right. And then it's $5 a pop at every winery, and at the end of the day, all you have to do is pay for the dividing wall, right? So what's that? So let's say it's $5 a pop. Let's say you get let's do 10 pumps. Otherwise it's $20. You get everything. Ah, there you go.
3 inches. That's
telling
a
you.
little bit giving.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, we'll be able to. We'll have a growing business, in no time. We'll be on top of everything.
As long as I get to wear a cool uniform.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. You don't have to wear shit. They don't see anything but what's down there. So you can be in a muumuu for fuck's sake. Unless you don't want to be a receiver, you can be a catcher, which is the same thing. I'm just fucking with you.
I'll be the one in the giant ass t-shirt with nacho cheese smeared all over it.
Actually, what we do is we make a flashlight, right? Like a flashlight, and then they think it's, and so you just put that up to it. And we have a whole system, right? You drill the hole, you got 3 bolts, you got like 4 smaller holes outside of it, bolt on the fleshlight, boom, done.
I feel like you've come up with this plan before.
No, I'm just doing it off the. No, it's off the cuff.
This,
it's off the cuff. We're doing this right now.
This has got very, very fucking weird.
Hey, I'm just trying to put smiles on people's faces at this point.
You're trying to put smiles on people's faces and flashlights on people's cocks.
You know what? How else do you put smiles on everyone's faces?
It would be really cool if we could have a strobe light.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. They'd walk in and be like, what the hell's going on here? It's like, shh. Your turn in the queue will come up. Don't worry.
Just picturing a strobe light with
Yeah. And a spotlight right on there. You know what? Music and vibrations. You know what? That's a little nigger spinning in the background. He's got his like little headpiece on.
Oh. Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's move on.
I was trying to, bring a little bit of light to it, a little bit of a shit show.
Yeah, it happens. Right. Oh.
On to the next subject.
Yeah.
Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch would be a good song to play every
Or
time.
the Beach Boys.
Don't worry, baby.
No, I meant Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Oh, okay.
God knows what went through your head then. In fact, God knows what goes through your head most of the time, Mandy, to be honest.
You'll never
Well,
know.
by the sound of it and having spoken to you, a lot of air sometimes. I'm joking.
Peter.
How rude. I know, I'm only kidding. So, just a quick glance over.
Wait, so where did Rosa go?
I don't know. I assume she'll be back. I'll assume she'll be back because she didn't say goodbye.
Smoking a blunt.
Did we break her? I hope not. It seems like it would take a lot to break her, to be honest.
I think she's just smoking a blunt.
I think she's in the chat because I saw her in the chat just when she left.
It's entirely possible. Oh, hello there. Hello there, Inkton Pricked.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello, Income Brick.
Hey, Ink, what's your real name? Because it's a really long thing to say is Inked and Pricked. So I just say Prick? Do I call you Prick at this point, or do I call you Ink?
Whichever.
Prick! I call her Prick.
God knows what I'm in it. Like, my boobs are on everything.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, are we gonna do that? Are we doing that? Are we doing that?
There you go.
That's some big tits.
Yeah.
So, right, yeah. So from a pair of nice big tits to a ginger tit who's just turned his camera on.
It's actually it's right here. It's somewhere behind that. Somewhere. All right. No more camera.
Bjorn in the chat says Viper has competition.
Oh, Viper would beat Prick. No, I don't mean
Let's
that in a
just
bad
stick
way,
with
but,
Inked.
like your
Let's
name,
just
like-
stick with Inked.
You're just being rude.
Yeah, Ink. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm such an
So
asshole.
how are you? How's your day been?
Very well, thank you. How's yours been?
It's been alright. I've had a relatively productive day, compared to the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Lil Nick. It's pleased to meet you.
We've already spoke.
We have?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot. I forget a lot.
By
Yeah.
productive day, he means he emptied his bowls looking at feet.
3 times over.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant, Mandy. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, Mandy. Yeah, well done. Fuck's sake.
So,
Oh, can we please spam? Can we please spam not for safe for work again with Pete?
no,
Oh,
Please?
jeez.
no,
Oh, jeez.
Pete, it's time for you to show your feet for
and
Martin.
I'm not
Whenever his
showing my
birthday is.
feet.
Whenever it's Martin's birthday, you have to.
Talk about Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
You don't know who Martin Luther King is?
Is that you?
Oh, fuck you.
No. To be fair, we know who Martin Luther King is, little nigger. We're just confused as to why you're bringing him up.
Oh, well, she said Martin.
Oh,
so I was
right.
like,
Right.
Martin Luther King? Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, fuck,
Happy,
my brother.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, Junior Street Day.
What?
It's just a line from Rucka Rucka.
Anyway,
Rucka Rucka Ali.
I'll be right back. I gotta go help my brother out.
that's all right, fella. Don't worry. So, after the makeup mishap inked this morning, how are you feeling?
A lot better, but it did take a hell of a lot of scraping to get that much makeup off.
Hey, Ink, have you seen
Yeah.
those videos where girls go and they go to the worst review makeup person in their city? They all end up looking like drag queens.
That's pretty much what I did. I will send you the picture later, but it was bad. It was really bad.
Oh, at least you didn't have. Did you have like? I hope there wasn't like an important event.
No. But
Okay, that's
it was
good.
awful.
It
At
wasn't
least it
that
wasn't
bad.
like your wedding day.
It was that bad. It looked like something cross between the 80s and 90s.
Oh, I doubt it was too bad. You always look nice.
There was like bright orange blusher, and the eyeshadow was like this
Orange.
really. Yeah, but the eyeshadow was like this real bluey green, and man, I probably didn't need my headlights driving home. It was that bright.
Oh, you should have tried out for RuPaul's Drag Race.
That is exactly what it looked like.
That is such a good. I really like that show. I'm sorry, I hate RuPaul, but I like the show.
Ah.
I'm going to send you these pictures now, just so you know what I mean.
I want Peter to dress in drag. I will do it. I will do your drag makeup.
I already had it done.
She knows where to go now if she wants to look like Last Star. Yeah,
RuPaul.
well, RuPaul. Yeah, I was trying to think. I was trying to think of of another funny drag name then, but couldn't.
My favorite, one of my friends, she goes by Cher Noble, and I think that's a cute name.
But
Well, he goes by.
the thing is, she does have balls.
Cher Noble. Well, right. Oh, I got an idea. Can we start calling Lil RuPaul now? Because I'd like to change his black name every week. Last week he was Harambe. He can be Oprah soon, probably. Barack. I'm getting tired of Barack. So yeah, he's gonna be RuPaul now.
Right, okay, yeah. Just change random people's names to random drag queens' names. It's entirely up to you, Mandy.
You change everybody's names anyway. Who are you to judge?
Well, yeah, but I'm usually sort of prompted to do that by things you've said.
True. Can I have my name back?
Whose reason?
You want me to change your name from Pretty Little Whore back to Inked and Pricked?
Yes,
All right,
please.
I'll do that in a minute.
a boot on Foxy's and it's like cummy pineapple.
What's the story behind that? What happened?
Yeah.
I was trying to write yummy and it said cummy and she saw it before I changed it. It was like something like that. But yeah, so it's now cummy pineapple.
What are you doing where your phone autocorrects to cummy?
Well,
I tried putting VC last night and it changed it to PVC. I was too drunk to change it.
that says so much more about you than you think.
If I type the 2 letters AM, my phone automatically pulls up Amber Lynn.
Yeah. That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah. It's bad. Well, my Amber Lynn Discord thingy, I'm on there too much, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of do have a bit of an obsession with her, don't you?
Who doesn't? Who could look away from that?
Everybody?
Well, it would take a while, but...
Peter, just admit it. You would totally hit that.
Amberlyn Reid.
Yeah.
I just got to chill.
She would dance around for you and you'd be just mesmerized. She would scooter around you in her mobility scooter and you'd be like, yeah, it's business time.
Did you just quote Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah.
It's business. Love that show.
I do too. I'm really sad.
I know.
I had such a crush on that one of them. I forgot which one. It wasn't Jerome.
Brett.
It was the other one. Oh, I thought he was so
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah,
So who's Jerome?
Jermaine,
hot.
his name was actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Fucking Jermaine.
She's always quoting that. It's like your favorite program. You gotta find new material. Fucking good.
It was a good show, though. Flight of the Conchords was a very good show.
Oh, man, it is. It's a great show. No, I'm just fucking with her because she knows I like it too.
Yeah. We like it. All of us probably liked it.
I mean, I never even heard of it, so I don't know.
Oh, you got to watch it? I think it's on Netflix or Hulu.
Oh, sorry, but Netflix don't like black people.
Hang on, I would beg to disagree on that, but...
I'm just joking. They do, but I don't like Netflix, and also, I don't have I haven't purchased for it for a while, so.
What
I
about
don't
Hulu?
Hulu? Yeah, fuck Hulu.
I think it was on Hulu actually.
Possibly, because
Yeah.
it was a HBO series, wasn't it? So...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's business time.
One of my favourite ones was the Bowie song. You know, Bowie's in space.
Do you remember that episode where they get hair gel and they go ape shit with it and they can't live without it?
Yeah.
They won't leave the house because they don't have any hair gel left.
And that
I think that was my favourite episode.
their manager always insists on doing a roll call whenever they're in the office, and there's only 3 of them there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it could just be you and me in the chat, and I'll be like, Peter, roll call.
yeah,
Peter?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, present.
Well, now you have to ask if I'm here, or it's not. It doesn't work.
Why?
It's just how it goes.
Ah, right. And Mandy, are you here?
Present.
Oh, jeez.
It was good. I
Lil,
I
are you
do
here?
have the
I am here, but in the dark.
I do have the original Radio 2 series that they
Open your eyes so we can see you, Lil.
Nah, I'm good. I like to be pitch black.
the series started as a like spoof documentary on BBC Radio 2, over here with Rob Brydon
Oh,
narrating it.
I want to see it.
Well, hear it. It being a radio series.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
see a radio, honey. Everybody knows what a radio looks like.
I thought you said documentary, so I was...
Oh no! It was like a spoof radio documentary.
Okay. You know what a radio documentary I like is always... It was Ira Glass, and then did you ever watch that?
You can't watch that. You have to hear it.
All right.
Well, it started...
Nigga, we've gone past that joke now.
I'm just gonna
It
keep.
started as radio, and then it went to, I think, HBO or Showtime as This American Life.
Well, a lot of big like comedy shows started off on radio. Things like Little Britain was originally a radio series.
And BBC.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, one very dear to my heart, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy started out as a radio series before it was even a book.
Peter, we get it. You love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
But the videos I'm doing at the minute, they're all from a radio series that became a TV series as well.
So what are you trying to base your videos on? I wanted to ask you
Well,
that question.
at the moment,
Just
yeah,
weird.
at the moment, the series I'm doing, they're monologues from the series Blue Jam. Each one is like a separate story or incident that happened to this guy.
Okay.
And
Blue jam is what happens when your penis starts leaking
Oh.
again.
Oh no,
but
that sounds pretty painful.
they're kind of always they're always told in this like slightly woozy, spooky, borderline surreal atmosphere.
All right.
I've got blue waffle jam.
Oh.
Well, get back to the doctor then, Mundy.
They didn't even address it.
Or you could just go. Yeah, get back to the doctor. At least in bed. That'll be
They
good.
said it's normal for somebody like
Hello, blind girl. Hello, blind girl.
Hello, blind.
No. I wanted to go on the stream yesterday, but I was so sick on
What
the
is
couch.
that buzzing?
I invited you to my Discord, but you didn't came on, so I
You
just assumed
too,
that you
Lil.
didn't
I
like
was
it.
sick. I'm really sorry. I had gone to the hospital and everything.
Inked.
No, that's fine,
Inked.
it's
Can you
fine.
take your love eggs out for a second?
They don't find it.
Well, they would, but I've lost the control for them.
Too far
I
away.
know, yeah.
You're a good few hours. aren't you?
Yeah, I'm literally about half the country away from you.
Wow. Then.
Wait, Ink, where do you I don't mean to ask that question, but what country do you live in?
England. I'm in Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire. Okay.
Oh, we've got Rosie back, and we've got Rosie Sealing back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Rosie.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
you hate-
I need to go. I have to go. I'll be right back.
That's all right.
You missed a bunch of boobs. Well, not a bunch of boobs, a pair. Is it called a pair?
Is it called a pet? No. They're normally called a trio of boobs. Most women have 3. You're weird if you have any less.
Oh no! There's actually a real woman who actually has 3 boobs.
No, that was a prosthetic. It was proven to be a fat. I know what you mean. I've seen the pictures.
Oh, so it was an illusion.
Yeah, it was a prosthetic.
Kind of sideshows are you going?
Ah, fucking prosthetic boobs. Ew, who wants this? Fuck that.
No. What he's talking about was the one with the third one down below. You get the 2 up top. You get the one down below, right?
But no.
No, you meant nigga. You meant like a rack of 3.
Yes, a rack
Yeah.
of 3.
Yeah. You get the 2 up top and the one down below. The things that he likes to watch.
Oh.
Those are called penises, by the way. Those are called penises.
Go back to mute.
Are there any? Don't guys have like 4 balls and like 30 dicks?
Well, if we're gonna count my eyeballs,
I
then
don't
yeah.
know about that.
Hey, Ginger and Pete. Should we throw some onion rings or touch tips?
Touch the tips. Touch the tips.
I accidentally touched mine yesterday. I did not mean to.
What?
You're all weird.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
It was an accident, I swear.
So I was washing in the shower and all of a sudden it went off.
It doesn't count either unless the holes touch and like aligned perfectly together.
The circle of life.
And it moves us all.
I like to call it this.
And hope, through faith and love.
Oh, good God.
That was distorted.
Think deliberately.
Me and Ink will touch our clips if you guys touch
I don't even need to. I don't
Alright,
even
Peter.
need you to touch it for that one.
If you're gonna touch my tip, Peter, then I don't want you to get infected with AIDS. So
Peter, what happened to your stream?
I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. But to be fair, I genuinely expected nothing from the stream tonight. It was just... like I say, it was just an impromptu thing. I thought... I just thought, set up a hangout, get a few people in, and see what we end up talking about. And as it happens, we've spoken about mental health, glory holes, tits.
black. What about black holes? We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, why it gotta be black? That's racist.
No, I mean literally, black holes really do exist.
Yeah, they do.
Somewhere.
They do. They're the...
Yeah.
Not to sort of tell everyone... Well, hang on a sec. I just spotted...
Why it gotta be black?
right. Blind Girl's stream tonight is going to be a special. Her brothers are joining her. Or her brother is joining her.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Cool.
I feel a lot better tonight, so I'll be there, chatting.
Bend over,
Hopefully.
little nigga. No, I will not.
Bend over? Who said
Just
that?
just a
Brain
quick
jail,
question,
brain
Blind
jail.
Girl, have you scheduled it already? Because if you have, I'll grab the link now, and then in 10 minutes or so, when I finish, I'll drop the link in the chat for you. So let me check.
Really upset that Peter, you knew damn well I've been sick for like several days, and you didn't even touch tips with anybody.
Well, he did. He just didn't. You just couldn't see it at the moment. Yeah. He touched tip with my stream.
Peter didn't even know because it was dark inside.
That's just weird.
That's-
Didn't
that's-
know you
I just
Exactly.
I touch tips with myself because I'm diphylactic. Okay.
Well, at least you didn't accidentally touch tips, because I did. That shit was fucking awful. I regret it too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I regret almost everything I do. I do. Especially in the toilet.
Are you in the closet with R. Kelly right now?
No, R. Kelly is actually in the bathroom doing his little thing with his women. So yeah,
Isn't he in the clink? I don't know what happened.
the clink.
Yeah, in prison.
Oh, that you said the clinic. I was like, wow. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't did a video on R. Kelly yet, but maybe I should. I don't know.
Show us your feet,
No.
Peter.
Oh jeez.
Oh, right. Oh, thank you, Blind Girl, because I was just about to do that myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've managed to find it, and
Feet
I've set
now.
the reminder for it anyway.
Random. Hello, random goon, you bastard.
Hello there,
Hi,
random
Random.
goon.
Yeah.
Hello.
I like Random Goon. That's a good guy.
Because he goons a lot, that's why.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Random goon's a good boy.
He's a
Come here,
good
Random
goon.
Goon. Come here. What you treat? Lil and Peter, have you ever used a glory hole? Have you ever found one?
I found it, yes,
I
but
found.
I was afraid
I've
that
seen
it
them,
would
but I've never
harm
used
me.
one.
Oh my god, you've seen one.
I can't see it because I blacked out at the moment. So
You've seen one, and you used the toilet in there. Oh. Ew. What's wrong with you two?
what's wrong with you?
Well, they don't make female glory holes as far as I know, but maybe
No, I'm talking about your mind. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Everything.
Well, it's okay. Everybody is a cunt at one moment, so it's okay. Well, you're literally a cunt because you have one, but yeah.
Oh, you're a cunt.
Well, you're a cunt.
You're a cunt.
All right,
You're a
kids,
cunt.
stop it, or I am
Well,
turning this car
She's not a.
around.
We're turning the car on.
No more Game Boy for you. I'm turning the car around. No Disney World.
Oh, fuck Disney. Disney's a pedo.
I think Disney's dead.
You mean Walt Disney?
Anyway, it's 25 past. Well, it's actually 27 past, but I've been on for an hour and 25. I only wanted to go for 90 minutes. So, just quickly, does anyone have anything to shill?
No, not really. But if you guys want, check out my
Really?
new video.
All right, one at a time, preferably.
Go, Ginger.
Who's going first?
Ginger. Go, Ginger.
He's
Go, go,
muted.
go, go. I know he is. That's great. If you want to see my video, my video that I posted, it's in the. I'll give you the link. Hold on. Fuck. Check out my new video.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, check out my toilet.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
we did.
I cleaned it recently.
No one cares about the toilet.
Don't.
Listen to music. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right. All right.
Peter?
Enough for now.
I know Peter likes music.
Enough for now. But yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Ginger Man Bad, as well. Ginger Man Bad also has a YouTube channel. Go out and check his content out. He has started doing live streams as well recently, and they're quite good. Cryptic coming in the dying seconds as well. Also, I put out a new video on my channel today. It's the newest one of those Blue Jam monologues that I mentioned earlier. I'll drop that in the chat there. Quite why I'm linking to a video on a channel you're already watching, I don't know. But it's nigger, can you not spam, please?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, man.
Sorry.
It's all right. Just don't do it. Mandy, have you got anything?
Just as always, sub to Count Dibula, please. Every Monday, new video.
Excellent.
Also, so to me.
Thank you to everyone else who joined us as well. Rosie, Inked and Pricked, thank you so much. Who else did we have on?
Got nigga.
Hey, Peter. Thanks for bringing us together, by the way.
That's
man.
quite all right, Ginger.
I do appreciate it, man.
You enjoy the rest of the party, mate.
I do appreciate it, man. Take it easy, guys.
All right. Well, thanks.
You forgot nigga.
Eh?
Yes, so you forgot nigga.
No, dude, I haven't finished and I'm still on. Obviously, you know, look. Oh,
Hello?
Jesus Christ! Literally, just as we're about to finish, Maria.
Hi, sorry, I had to take the kids to the park, but I wanted to come in and say hi.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining as well, Lil Nigger. There, I've said it.
Yeah.
Welcome. So,
Are you guys still live?
yeah, literally for about the next 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
Sorry, cool.
thanks for watching, everyone who did. And I know it got a little heavy earlier. It got a little, but you know, these things they need discussing. Also, I know it got a little weird in the middle, but I blame Ginger Man Bad and Mandy for that. as always. So, thank you very much. Peace out, peace off, and get out of my pub.
Bye.